Welcome to I Just Read It. Today we have two relationship advice stories. One deals with a future doctor who is being abused by his girlfriend. But first we have a very young man worrying that his girlfriend might be having a threesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This story is titled, I, 24 male, think my girlfriend, 22 female, might have cheated on me with some of her friends and I snooped on her phone but feel guilty about it. So I hope no one involved reads this as it is a very specific thing but I don't know what to do. So my girlfriend is the best thing to happen to me in a while. It's my first relationship in a while that isn't awfully abusive and because of this I have really bad trust issues. We've only been dating about 5 months and we've hardly spent a day away from each other. The other night my girlfriend got a text from an old friend of hers asking if she would join her and her boyfriend for a three-way to make things interesting. I was looking at her phone watching videos at the time and we looked at one another and she said something jokingly like, "Wow, I didn't expect her to do that," and told me she promised she wasn't interested and told her she had a boyfriend. Not to shame, my girlfriend has did stuff like that before. She says that she's only like that when she was single and won't do anything behind my back. So the problem starts here. A few days later that same girl asked my girlfriend to come hang out at her place as just friends. I'm not big on letting someone so interested in sleeping with my girlfriend be alone with her right after, but she has quite a few girlfriends she's been with that I can tell I don't have to worry about. Anyway, to show her I trusted her I let her go alone. She said it would just be the girl and not her boyfriend so I shouldn't worry. She comes home early in the night, about 10, and tells me her boyfriend came home and got mad and sent her home because they were smoking all his weed. A few days later my girlfriend goes back, again she says it's mostly just to be with her friend, but the guy would be there this time. This time she goes and isn't home until about 1 a.m. I try to act calm because I trust her but this is where I do something immoral and it eats me up. I went through her phone after she went to bed. I went to the messages with that girl my girlfriend went to see saying something like, "I'm sorry he got mad, he just didn't expect things to go that way and got upset, we'd love to have you back soon." Then after that my girlfriend says, "It's good, I'm sorry, I freaked out. I changed my mind on the way home anyway and I'll be back." There is a group chat with the girl and her boyfriend at this time. The guy calls my girlfriend sexy and there is a message of him talking about a prick picture that he clearly sent to the group chat but was deleted because I didn't see it. There are quite a few holes in this text chain where it looks like my girlfriend responded but it was deleted. Finally, at the time right before my girlfriend leaves to go to her house I see texts asking her to bring sex toys and the guy is talking about being really excited to do whatever it is they're doing. Presumably not just dyeing hair like my girlfriend said. So the big thing here is that I got all this info from being a sneak and being disloyal myself, but I felt something was off. I feel like I could forgive her but I don't know. I don't want to wait around for a chance to honestly catch her a second time. I mean I have a bit of evidence. And I don't want to be in a relationship with someone I assume is a cheater. I think the obvious answer is to confront her. Come clean about what I did and ask forgiveness but also ask her to clarify what happened. I can't keep having panic attacks and losing sleep over the thought she did that to me. She promises up and down she's loyal but she told me when we first started dating she's had problems with cheating in the past but I'm different because she really likes me or whatever. I think cheaters are the worst thing in the world and I made it clear to her if she makes that mistake, odds are that I'll be gone. She knows this and she seems to genuinely love and care for me. My point here is I don't think she wants to hurt me. My big concern is that sex for her is just a fun thing and that hiding a fling that doesn't mean anything just doesn't hurt her conscience. She probably did it to be friendly, which is freaked up if those folks pressured her, and is hiding it because it really doesn't mean much to her. Just please give me advice. I love this girl and I feel guilty for snooping. If nothing is the matter, then I'm ruining this relationship because I'm paranoid. I can't just drop it though I don't think. Edit. Okay, so I did a half measure based on what some people say. I told her that I was really concerned something happened that night and this time brought up evidence that I could have deduced on my own that I knew was on track with the story I got from reading the texts. She had explanations. I didn't tell her I looked at her phone but she admitted they tried to drop hints about the three-way she originally talked about but that she stood strong and said no. She didn't even try to deny that they're into her, but she insists that she didn't reciprocate. That goes in line with what I read because like I said, nothing she said in that chat showed her interest. That said, I'm willing to put my morals aside one more time, and I might download her old Messenger messages since I saw a way to do it. I'll read and see if there really is anything incriminating or if the only thing she deleted was an unsolicited prick pic. I think I can go on living with her if that's all, but I'm strong enough that if I find proof I'll have her on the porch at 2 a.m. if that's when I find out. To everybody calling me a wussy or dumb, I really just didn't describe the lack of hard evidence well enough. It isn't a good look for her for sure, but nothing is damning. If there is nothing that goes against what she said to me, this all just never happened and I'm a paranoid asshole boyfriend. Not to mention this really is the nicest relationship I've ever been in. This is a girl I could marry. Hell, I'm the type to experiment and might be willing to do group sex shite with her in the future if she's into it like she seems to be. It's more the fact that she's sneaking around after we explicitly talked about it is the only issue. I'll update tomorrow, I guess. Edit 2. Yes, this is real. Yeah, my life sucks sometimes. I wrote this as I was freaking out. Some things I'll say is I don't feel guilty for having looked at her phone anymore. If the circumstance wasn't so serious, I'd say it's wrong. I think you're all right about her and me though. I'll cut stuff off tonight and move on. This shite is just crazy. It feels totally unreal. I'm a pretty boring dude, I like to think, and it feels like I'm in a Hallmark movie. Edit. Yeah, she cheated on me. Just the girl, not the guy. He was upset she wouldn't get with him, but she only wanted the girl. We're fighting and shite right now, but I don't know. I'm probably going to delete this account because I bet I'm going to stay with her. She told me she's been feeling like shite ever since. I told her about you guys on the internet telling me what to do and she hit me with it. Yeah, in every other case of this happening you should leave the girl, but our situation is different. And you know, statistically this relationship is more like to fail now and she has a much higher chance of cheating again. I'm going to roll the dice and see if I get that 1% chance of a girl that really changes. She offered to do therapy, blames it on childhood abuse, which honestly she had a lot of. We went through some traumatic stuff together too, and it's why we are so close. She's a troubled person and I knew that from the get-go. I believe her when she says it won't happen again and that she will work to change. I'm not going to be a pushover anymore though, and I told her things were going to be different from now on. I'm not putting up with any secrets. She can have friends, but maybe let me meet them. I don't know, this has been one of the worst nights of my life. Also, I lied and I am 22 and she is 20. I don't care if they find this anymore because I outed her already. Comment 1. Dude, why the hell are you so intensely worried about snooping? You were clearly right. In any case, confront her, but don't let her lie to you. Literally, I know everything could be explained, lied away, but there is no mistaking the sex toys thing and the guy's response. I'm very sorry to say it to you, but you deserve better, and if she really did love and respect you, she wouldn't have done exactly this kind of disrespect. Honestly, it just sounds like it wasn't meant to be. Clearly she needs to live her life doing her things and you need to live your life with respected boundaries. Comment 2. The pure fact that she's continuously hanging out with a couple who have proven, both verbally and physically, to want to have a threesome with her is absurd. You have communicated your standpoint on cheating, yet she acts in this suspicious manner. You want more evidence and hard facts that truly prove she's a cheater, but you refuse to see the bigger picture. She's a cheater. She's hanging out with friends who have suggested having a threesome with her. She has gone to their home after the suggestion was made. I truly believe that you're incredibly infatuated with this woman and choose to give her the benefit of the doubt. Trust your intuition. You didn't post on this subreddit for shas and giggles. You know something is up. Comment 3. You both saw the three-way request come in and together decided that it was not a good idea. She then proceeds to do it anyway behind your back with plans to do more. She showed herself. What she wants in the moment is more important than the committed relationship that you thought you had. It does not matter how much you love her, as she is who she is. You loving her does not equal monogamy or commitment on her part. Your decision now is to date with the understanding that you are essentially in an open relationship or walk away. You can also see the deleted text, so she is covering her tracks. She knows what she is doing and hasn't changed from her past. So you need to decide whether you can be part of a poly lifestyle. Comment 4. Dude, once you start thinking about how to download your significant other's messages to find something, your relationship is dead. You're not gonna marry this woman, and if you plan on staying, you're ruining your life and condemning yourself to live with doubt and mistrust. It's only been 5 months, man. You can't plan on marrying after 5 months of being with someone at freaking 24 years old. Comment 5. Please have some backbone and stop gnashing your teeth over snooping her phone. She cheated. You snooped. Cheating trumps snooping every time. Do not run this around on you. It's only 5 months. You learned a valuable lesson about the kind of person she is. Move on. Comment 6. Her text to them, it's good, I'm sorry I freaked out. I changed my mind on the way home anyway and I'll be back. Her to you, they tried to drop hints about the three-way I originally talked about, but I stood strong and said no. The weed excuse is total BS. If this guy thinks he has a chance to sleep with those 2 girls, he'd let them smoke all his weed. Comment 7. Just break up. This will always be a thing with her and you are obviously not okay with it. She knew you did not want her to do it and she did it anyway. That is the end of this relationship. You could confront her to what end? You know she did it even without concrete proof. She knows she was not supposed to do it and went behind your back to have a meaningless threesome with a girl that is an old friend. She literally threw your relationship away for nothing. There is no way, if you worked this out, that something like this would not happen again down the road. Have the chat with her so at least she knows why you are breaking up with her and ask her to do better in her next relationship. If this is how she wishes to comport herself, then she needs to be honest with her significant other. This story is titled, Moving In with My 26 Male Girlfriend, 27 Female, is an absolute disaster. What options do I have? We dated for 2 years and moved in 2 weeks ago. It has basically been a nightmare ever since. I do the majority of everything. Cooking, moving, cleaning, etc. On top of being at the end of my medical school education, I can't give any more. I could cook for 3 hours and she'll get mad she has to move my car so she can get out of the garage. She also got the garage spot for her electric car. I give her everything and make it fair and I'm at the end of my wits. Every time she apologizes, she starts the same arguments over the smallest issues soon after. If I spend hours organizing, she'll get upset that one thing didn't go where she liked it, while she spend all her time with her pain in the ass cat or contributing nothing. Nothing is working out, it's getting worse and she throws things, something broke, and I don't know what to do. I never expected this before as she always stayed over at my old place. We are both signers on the lease. I terminated my old apartment for next week, but I'm not sure what my options are. I'm not looking for criticism, I know, but any advice would be appreciated. What would be the best move? Comment 1. She throws things. That's a big major red flag for domestic abuse. Plus, she's not helping and you're being overworked. If you can get your old apartment back, I'd go for it. If not, find a new place to live ASAP. You don't want to be a part of this toxic environment, especially if you're a medical student. Comment 2. She throws things. That is relationship ending. Contact the landlord, leasing agency and find out how to break your share of the lease and see if you can get your old place back, or somewhere else. Comment 3. There are new domestic violence laws globally because of the plague. Call the old landlord, ask if you can re-lease. If not, is there any others he can recommend? Hit all the real estate agents you can. Go to your new landlord and say she hit her crazy well, but you're being assaulted. Everyone has a crazy ex, and see if you can get out of it. They usually charge 1 month and advertising costs if it needs to be re-let. Reddit forced change. It was awesome. Carry that momentum through and use it to highlight violence against men by women. It's a problem. It is an epidemic. You are not weak, you are strong to recognize this abuse. Call your mates, beg for floor space, get counseling because trauma and moving in school. Basically cut and run, but save your credit by doing the above. Honestly, a sleeping bag at a friend's is 100% better than living with abuse you know will never stop. Comment 4. You need to break up with her. I don't know what residency you are going into, but I've seen very supportive marriages break up during residency and she is not supportive. And it is going to get worse for you before it gets better. If you can't give her what she wants while at the end of your medical school career, which is the easiest part once you match, she will be more intolerable once you are in residency and she never sees you. You need to talk to the landlord about breaking the lease and seeing if you can go back to your old apartment if you can't afford it without her. Also talk to your medical school counselor. Did you know that most medical schools can help with issues like these? They have lawyers that can help you with no charge. Also, if she is throwing things, make sure that someone is there with you when you break up so she doesn't try to attack you. Comment 5. If after 2 weeks she is acting like that, imagine how it would be if you spend months, years living with her. Hear me out, your happiness and mental health are more important than money. Try to negotiate amicably who leaves and who stays and how to manage the payments, but if you need to leave and pay your half even if you are not there, do it. This will only get worse over time. You need to make a decision without her. She is going to apologize and cry and manipulate you until you cave, and shite will start all over again. The fact that she demands things her way, and throws shite, doesn't cook, doesn't clean, etc. and she expects you to do everything like she wants, shows that she has no respect for you. She thinks she has you already. She owns you now. I would disappear from her life ASAP. Thank you so very much for listening. Please check out my other videos and like and subscribe.